10 Amazing Solar System Extremes. Our quest for knowledge about the universe is still in its infancy, and each new discovery astounds us. Even in our own little corner of the universe known as our solar system, there are still many mysteries to be solved. 10 Tallest Mountain. Olympus Mons is a well-known Martian mountain that dwarfs even Everest in terms of size. This volcanic mountain has long been thought to be the tallest in our solar system, standing at 21,900 meters, 71,800 feet. However, a newly discovered peak on Vesta, one of the solar system's largest asteroids, has officially dethroned Mons. Rhea Silvia, after Romulus and Remus Mother, its height just barely surpasses Mons by about 100 meters, 330 feet. The talus lump in the center of the above photo is Rhea Silvia. Of course, these types of measurements are not perfect. Because the difference between the two is so small, it is impossible to say with certainty that one is taller than the other. Vesta, on the other hand, appears to be in the lead so far. Although we've known about Vesta since 1997, we didn't get a good look at it until 2011, when the Dawn spacecraft passed by. We've discovered that Rhea Silvia is actually the central mound of a massive crater. With a diameter of 505 kilometers, 314 miles, this crater is nearly as long as the entire asteroid. Furthermore, Vesta has taken a beating over the years and is riddled with impact craters like Venonea, which is partially obscured by Rhea Silvia and about 100 kilometers, 62 miles, smaller in diameter. 9 Largest Asteroid. Pallas holds the title of largest asteroid, but only under certain conditions. First, we must consider Ceres, the first discovered asteroid and by far the largest. In fact, it accounts for roughly 1/3 of the total mass in the asteroid belt. Pallas comes in third place with 7%. Ceres, despite being reclassified as a dwarf planet, can still technically be considered the largest asteroid. Pallas is also challenged by the aforementioned Vesta, pictured here again. Even though Vesta is heavier than Pallas in terms of mass, the latter is larger in terms of volume. Pallas, however, may not hold the title for long, as new Hubble images reveal it to be a dynamic protoplanet. Instead of simply being a massive ball of rock and ice, it undergoes internal changes, with shifting dark and light zones. This implies that it is a viable candidate for reclassification as a dwarf planet in the near future. 8 Largest Impact Crater. There are currently 3 candidates for the title of largest impact crater, demonstrating how quickly our perception of the universe can change and evolve as our knowledge grows. Surprisingly, all 3 of these craters are located on Mars. The first is known as Hellas Planitia. This is the smallest crater among the candidates, with a diameter of 2,300 kilometers, 1,400 miles. However, it is the only one we know for certain was formed as a result of an impact. Nonetheless, evidence from Utopia Planitia suggests that it is also an impact crater. It is much larger than Hellas Planitia, with a diameter of 3,300 kilometers, 2,050 miles. And it's possible that both of them are insignificant in comparison to the solar system's largest crater. The Borealis Basin, shown above, has a massive diameter of 8,500 kilometers, 5,300 miles, nearly 3 times that of Utopia Planitia. It has not, however, been confirmed as an impact crater. If it is, it must have formed as a result of a massive impact, and its formation could provide valuable insight into the formation of Mars as a planet. 7 Most volcanically active body. Volcanic activity is not as common in the solar system as you might think. Although many celestial bodies, including Mars and our own moon, show signs of ancient volcanic activity, only 4 are confirmed to have it today. In addition to Earth, there are 3 volcanic moons: Triton, a Neptune moon; Io, a Jupiter moon; and Enceladus, a moon of Saturn. Io is the most active of all of them. Images taken by the satellite have revealed around 150 volcanoes, leading astronomers to believe that there could be up to 400 in total. This is incredible because, given its icy surface and distance from the Sun, Io has no volcanic activity at all. The leading theory for how such a cold place can keep its interior hot is that Io's volcanic activity is caused by internal friction. The moon is constantly deforming internally as a result of external pulls, including the obvious and massive pull of Jupiter, as well as the pull of two larger moons, Ganymede and Europa. This opposition generates strong internal tides, which generate enough friction to generate the heat required to keep the volcanoes active. 6. The solar system's largest object. The Sun is by far the largest object in the solar system, accounting for 99% of its mass. However, for a brief moment in 2007, a comet surpassed the size of the Sun. The coma, the nebulous region surrounding the comet made of ice and dust, grew rather than the comet itself. Edwin Holmes, an astronomer, discovered the star 17P Holmes in 1892. We've tried to keep an eye on it since then, despite losing it for about 60 years between 1906 and 1964. It is not uncommon for a comet to have a bright outburst. However, on October 23, 2007, Comet Holmes unexpectedly changed brightness by a factor of 500,000. It was the largest comet outburst ever observed with the naked eye, though people looking at it most likely thought they were seeing a star. Over the next month, the coma continued to grow until it reached its maximum diameter of 1.4 million kilometers, 870,000 miles, making it officially larger than the Sun. We still don't know why this outburst occurred, which means Comet 17P Holmes will likely fascinate astronomers for years to come. 5. Longest channel. The Magellan spacecraft was launched in 1989 in an attempt to visit our neighboring twin, Venus, and map its surface in great detail. It gave us a wealth of information about its geography and, in 1991, discovered the longest known channel in our solar system. It was later named the Baltus Vallis and spans approximately 6,800 kilometers, 4,225 miles. It was later discovered that Venus has numerous similar channels on its surface, though none of them are as long as Baltus Vallis. Astronomers are more perplexed by their creation. Because of Venus's harsh conditions, there aren't many things that could form these channels. The surface pressure is 90 times that of Earth, and temperatures can reach 462 degrees Celsius, 864 degrees Fahrenheit. So far, lava appears to be the most likely candidate. Other Venusian channels appear to end in lava flows, indicating that they were carved by molten lava following volcanic eruptions. These lava channels are unlike anything we have on Earth, though similar features are likely to have existed on our planet billions of years ago. For the world's largest lava lake. As previously stated, Jupiter's moon Io is one of the few bodies in the solar system that is still volcanically active. And it is extremely active. All of that molten lava has to go somewhere, and it frequently leads to the formation of lava lakes. Loki Patera, one of them, is the largest lava lake in the entire solar system. These heinous sites can also be found on Earth, though none are currently active. Mount Nyiragongo in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is the largest, with a diameter of up to 700 meters, 2,300 feet. Geographic evidence suggests that the Masaya volcano in Nicaragua once formed a much larger lava lake, up to 1 kilometer, 0.6 miles, in diameter. All of this helps to put Loki Patera into context, as it has a diameter of about 200 kilometers, 124 miles. Although the lake's total surface area is not directly proportional due to its unusual U-shape, it is still enormous. With a diameter of 106 kilometers, it is nearly twice as large as Gishbar Patera, the next largest lava lake on Io, 66 miles. 3 oldest asteroids. Despite our best efforts, we still don't know for certain how asteroids formed. They could have formed in the same way that planets do. Chunks of material flying through space collided with other chunks and grew bigger and bigger, or they could have been an ancient planet between Mars and Jupiter whose total obliteration resulted in the formation of the asteroid belt. Our understanding of asteroids has improved since 2008, when researchers at the Mauna Kea Observatory in Hawaii discovered the oldest known asteroids in our solar system. These asteroids, which are estimated to be 4.55 billion years old, are much older than any meteorites that have landed on Earth. In fact, they are nearly as old as our solar system. Their age was calculated by examining the color spectrum reflected from their surface and analyzing their composition. It was discovered that all 3 asteroids are extremely rich in aluminum and calcium, far more than any other space rock ever recovered. 2 longest comet tail. Comet Hyakutake, also known as the Great Comet of 1996, has by far the longest comet tail ever observed. The phrase Great Comet isn't thrown around just to sound more dramatic. Although it is not a technical term, it is used to describe comets that become extremely bright and visible to the naked eye. Hyakutake was the closest comet to Earth in over a decade when it passed us by in 1996. As expected, the comet wowed astronomers and amateur photographers around the world as it passed through the sky. Nobody expected it to go to such lengths, though. The tail grew and grew until it was officially the longest tail ever recorded in history. The previous record was held by the Great Comet of 1843, which had a tail approximately 2 astronomical units long, equivalent to 300 million kilometers, 186 million miles. Hyakutake's tail nearly doubled that, measuring 560 million kilometers, 348 million miles. Aside from setting a record, Hyakutake also provided us with important information about the formation of our solar system. The comet contained ethane and methane, according to chemical analysis. This was the first time such gases were discovered in comets, implying the existence of at least 2 types of comets. One most mysterious meteorological phenomenon. As the largest planet in the solar system, it should come as no surprise that Jupiter is home to some truly bizarre meteorological behavior. The Great Red Spot, the planet's largest storm, is well known to most people. Anyone who has seen an image of Jupiter will notice another distinguishing feature: the 2 red stripes that cross the planet parallel to each other. Something strange happened to the lower stripe, known as the South Equatorial Belt. In May 2010, it vanished. This completely surprised astronomers. No one knew why it happened. When the stripe reappeared in November 2010, several hypotheses were being formed. Infrared images revealed that the belt was regaining its reddish-brownish hue, and astronomers devised a plausible explanation. White clouds formed from ammonia ice began to flow at a higher altitude than brown clouds, obscuring their view. This phenomenon appears to occur once every few decades and usually lasts about a year. Of course, much remains to be discovered about why this occurs in the first place. This is, as far as we know, the only instance of such a phenomenon in the entire solar system. To add to the intrigue and mystery, Jupiter's northern belt does not appear to undergo the same changes over and over. That's for now. We appreciate you for being here. View more our channel videos.